Facebook advertising no longer works for real estate agents. You probably didn't expect me to say that, but I think that's the honest truth. And the reason why I say that is most people will pay for advertising on Facebook. They'll set up an ad, or they'll use a template, or they'll get a company to reach out to them, or they're going to get a company who reaches out to them to run some Facebook ads for their listing, for a guide, a first-time homebuyer guide, a seller guide, whatever it is that you're offering. And that's it. Those leads come in, and where do they land? What do you do with them? That's why they don't work. A lot of the time, people have the idea of generating leads, but they don't have the foresight of what do I do once those leads come in. And if you're not nurturing those leads, if you're not handling them with care and frequently, you might as well save your money and put your money into something else to generate some business or to support your business. Because when a lead comes through your funnel into your CRM, and hopefully you have a CRM, if you don't, the one that I'm currently using is Lofty, but I've used Follow Up Boss in the past, which has also been great. The key with the CRM is whatever one you'll use, that's the best one. They're all the same to me. They all do a lot of the similar things, and you can really get lost in the minutia of a CRM with the different features that it does offer. But people come into your CRM, and if you don't have a plan of attack for when they come into your CRM, you should just not be having people come into your CRM. You need to have a plan for every type of person that comes into your CRM, not just those Facebook leads. You need a family and friends plan, a first-time home buyers plan, a seller's plan. When they come in, they need to be greeted with some messaging from you, a welcome message, a newsletter that you have that goes out on a regular basis. They also need to have some kind of campaign that they are receiving so they get constant touches from you. Now, if you are talking to a Facebook lead or an online lead, you're talking to them for not months, years in some cases before they're ready to transact. Facebook has everybody on there. Everybody from somebody who's ready to buy next week, next month, or 5 years down the road. You don't know with the parameters that are on Facebook now who you're really going to be talking to, because the guidelines have changed so much. We can no longer choose demographic, the salary, the job type. You can't even narrow it down to a really tight area. So with all of those being restricted, at least in Ontario, what that means is you are potentially putting your ads out there to everybody, and not everybody is necessarily ready and able to buy today. So they could click your lead. It's very possible they click your lead magnet, whatever it is you're offering, your new listing, they get into your database, but your job is to be not the first realtor that they're talking to. Your job is to be the last one that is in contact with them, or the one that's provided them the absolute most value. In order for them to want to work with you, they need value from you, they need consistency, and they need to feel like, man, you have given me so much for free. Why would I not use you? That is why Facebook leads are not working in today's market. People are not thinking about all of that. They're just thinking, great, I have 1,000 people in my database, and now what? You need to have a plan of attack. Have a built-up campaign that you have crafted carefully. You can use a simple tool like a ChatGPT. Let it know what your plan is. Give it a copy of your ad that you are actually running and show it. I am running this specific buyer ad. This is the lead magnet. When they come into my database, I want them to be greeted with a campaign of sorts through my CRM, and maybe choose a frequency on how often you want to send them an email and the type of emails you want to send. And ChatGPT will craft you a pretty nice outline of what that looks like. From there, you don't want to just copy paste those into your CRM. You really want to go through what they give you with ChatGPT or any other AI that you're using and fine tooth comb it. Make sure that there's no real like, this is clearly AI. You want to make sure that it sounds like you. It gives you a little bit more personality, because a lot of the AI stuff tends to be fairly flat, doesn't have a lot of tone, doesn't have a lot of, hey, this was written by a person on the other side of it. So go through, use your AI, create a campaign for whatever it is that you are advertising on Facebook or to generate your leads. And then from that point, you can activate your online campaign. I would not waste my money and do Facebook leads unless you have all of the other stuff coming through on the back end. If you're not ready for it, don't rush it. You'll see a lot of people out there that tell you how good Facebook ads can be. And yes, they can be good if you know how to nurture them, if you know how to talk to people, if you have all of the framework set up in the background. Now, if you don't have any of that set up, you are lighting your money on fire. And I mean it. You're literally lighting your money on fire, because those Facebook leads on average are taking over 12 to 18 months to convert into anything. And that could just be a lease. So make sure before you do anything, before you spend any of that hard working money that you've earned in this real estate world, that you set up your CRM with those campaigns to make sure that those buyers and sellers are coming in and there's value for them right out the gate. If you'd like to know how I actually create those campaigns, I'm happy to send you a copy of a framework of how I do that with ChatGPT. I'll just make a little Loom video for you and walk you right through it. If you want a copy of that, hit me up in the comment section down below, and I'm happy to send that over. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.